The benefit of hiring Farah Farah for your personal injury case here in Ocala is that the team is in Ocala. We've lived in Ocala for a lot of years, so we're very familiar with the roads, we're familiar with the medical facilities. What we're able to do with that information is we're able to understand how this accident took place. And if there are ever any gaps in that information, we have an investigative team right here in Ocala as well that Farah Farah can employ and get out to the scenes to preserve evidence by taking photographs, by trying to identify any witnesses that may have seen the accident. There's a case that I had handled in Ocala about 3 years ago, and this was an accident that happened down in 441 in the Bellevue area, just south of Ocala. The client was driving north on 441 with a green light when the other party made an improper left-hand turn going south on 441 directly in our client's path. Our client was severely injured in this particular accident. EMS had to come to the scene, and she was extracted from the vehicle and then taken to HCA Ocala, where she received treatment for her traumatic injuries. As a result of all of this, the case didn't actually come to Farah Farah right away. So when it did eventually get to Farah Farah, we immediately employed our investigative team to get out to the scene of the accident. We were checking on the light cycles, and we were canvassing the area for any video and to see if we could find any witnesses. At this point in time, it's probably 6 months post-accident. However, through looking at medical records, we were able to determine that there was an employee at a restaurant on the nearby corner who had actually come over and brought food for some children that were also involved in this accident. We were able to send the investigative team to the restaurant, and they were able to make contact with this witness. And thankfully, this witness was able to recall the entire accident. Not only was she able to tell us where our client was in the vehicle and that she had taken care of the kids, but she was also able to tell us what color the light was for our client, because she was actually on her way home and was sitting on one of the adjacent roads and had a clear view of that traffic light. Prior to her testimony, we had gotten an absolute denial from the insurance carrier. With that information, we were able to show to the insurance carrier that our client was in fact not at fault. Our client in fact did have a green light, and that their insured was the party that was at fault. And through that information and that ability to get out to the scene of the accident and to find witnesses and to find video, we were able to maximize our client's settlement. She was a single mother. She had 3 children. The children were in the accident and thankfully not injured. We were able to put her life back together by completing this investigation and being able to show the insurance carrier that our client was the victim of their insured's negligence. And through this entire process of working with this client, we were able to build a really great relationship with her, a personal relationship, really. In fact, she has just came by our office a couple weeks ago to talk to us and let us know how she is doing.